Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 11th. We're just going to jump right in here. You have this card that says, I promise you it does get better. And you also have this card that says, you are currently under construction. Please be patient. I kind of feel that this is, your past, or that you have been under construction for a long time. I really feel Aries is in a, kind of a more a building phase, or not even. I think that you are in a phase where you're going to probably take some sort of leap of faith in new directions in your life. So, I would definitely encourage you to do that. You have the Three of Cups, the Fool, and the Chariot. The Chariot is all about kind of setting yourself apart. Everybody gets a Chariot nowadays, and we have Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto officially moves into Aquarius in November, but it doesn't really matter. It's only going back to 29 degrees here in basically, starting September or whatever it is. So, that's when it will actually enter back into Capricorn for a short period of time. But, what I would say is that this energy, I believe, is all about setting yourself apart, or, doing things to maybe make yourself unique or different in some way. And, that's what you could be doing here with the Chariot card. You have the Three of Cups kicking it off. So again, Three of Cups is a celebration, happiness. It could be some sort of reunion as well. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. So some of you could be attracting a divine counterpart if you're looking for love. I do feel it could be like a past life connection or a past life person, because you have this Three of Cups, which can be a reunion, but I almost feel it's like a past life reunion. I also feel that this comes at a time when you're having a harvest as well. You know how they say, like, when it rains, it pours? That's kind of the energy I get here, but in a good way. I feel like this is a good thing. It's like you're making it rain. Maybe you're, like, making more money or finding more success, and also you meet love. So, it kind of is popping to my head that, like, multiple things, like, positive things could actually be happening for you at once. I wouldn't say, like, right now, not, like, right this second, but, over this year, I think that there could be some improvements. I do feel that you have to do this, though. You have to be the Fool in a good way. The Fool is about taking some sort of leap of faith, or, jumping into a new direction. The Fool says you've probably finished up a long journey as well. The Fool, we start with the Fool, we go to the world, then we start all over again as a Fool. So for a lot of you, it's like maybe you've already been through a Fool period, or maybe you've already been through a period of time that's been a lot of work, or where you've really had to put yourself out there, or whatever the case may be. And so, again, I feel like you've been very, like, busy or been doing a lot, and it's like now you're about to start something new again. There's definitely, like, new love. Here's the other thing as well. He has this flower behind him, this white rose, and the white rose in the tarot represents, like, pure intentions, and it's standing out to me. I never pay attention to the white rose. I could care less, but, I feel that, again, there could be a person who has, like, really pure intentions coming towards you, like, almost unbelievable, in the sense that, like, not clickbait unbelievable. I'm talking about, like, maybe you're just like, there's no way that a person can be, like, kind like this, or, something like that. So definitely, like, that type of person. You have the Chariot, victory coming in for you. It seems to be like a victorious year where people could be having, like, wins. I would stack the wins. Again, I think that when you have one win, try to create another one. Try to do something to double down on your win, to get more out of it, right? With the Three of Cups, you have the King of Wands. Now you start and end with the King of Wands, which is great. The King of Wands is you, Aries, so that puts you in a position of power and strength whenever you show up as yourself, especially, like, twice like this. There's definitely going to be some celebrating, at this time. With the Fool, you have the Seven of Pentacles. I mean, it's like almost boring at this point, although I think it's a good thing for everybody. I think we're all being asked to kind of look at where we are investing our energy, or where we have been investing our energy, and, we're being asked to say, like, is it worth it or not? Is it worth it for me to keep working on these projects, or, this business, or whatever I've been doing, or is there something better that I could be doing? And, I don't know. I can't answer that question for you. You have to answer that question. So a lot of you could be kind of, like, seeing better opportunity. With the Chariot, you have the Hierophant here. I thought I saw the Hierophant again here, but I guess I'm wrong. So it could be a Taurus that's coming in for some of you if you are looking for love. It could be, you have Taurus twice, you have Capricorn here, so it could be an earth sign coming in for you if you're looking for love. These two people are being, like, initiated into something, and it is popping into my head that you could be attracting a person where it's like you have both, or are both, being initiated into some beliefs or into a belief system, or you both have reached a certain level in life. And again, sometimes I think like when it rains, it pours. Like I said, when you reach a certain level, or you get to a certain place in life, that's when the kind of obstacles are removed, or you meet the love of your life or whatever. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this air card. It says, seek a union of mind and spirit. You have this winds of change card. It says, your surroundings will undergo a transition. So big changes. Again, we've talked about this a lot with you, Aries, that there are big changes. It wouldn't surprise me if over the next 2 years, some of you are definitely moving for sure. Again, that just wouldn't surprise me. So literally could be your environment changing. But look at both of these are kind of like air energy. So, again, a lot of air energy. I would mix your mind and your spirit, like what what your spirit or your higher self is telling you to do and what your mind is telling you to do, and like try to make those two things practical or bring them down to earth. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, all about your resources. We're in a time of resourcefulness. I say it all the time. So anything you can do to be more resourceful would be, extra beneficial. I really don't have any good examples, but I just tell everyone to like pay attention to, if there's a way to do something you want for cheaper, or if there's a way to do something you want to do for free even, then I would do it. Someone left me a comment the other day. They said, I want to get started on my big project, but I don't have money. And, I said to that person, I'm like, you gotta start with like the tiniest little step that you possibly can and start from there. And again, I've been saying it for 2 years now, that the people who do that are going to get there. If you take that tiny step, you're showing to the universe that no matter what, I want to accomplish this thing, whatever it is that you want to accomplish. So, as long as you're taking those tiny steps, making some sort of move towards something that you desire, you will get there. You have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the card of not giving up, card of perseverance, and it's also my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Normally, I do say that a lot, but I normally say it when you have the Seven of Cups and you end with the Seven of Cups. So definitely a great time for you to experiment, try new things, try different ways of doing things in your life. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, I would do it with this card. I also do feel that you are putting up boundaries. I kind of feel like you're protecting your work here, Aries, and this is like a good and a bad thing at the same time, I feel. Like, on one hand, I feel like you could be protecting your work so that you have money, so that you can keep making money, so you could be protecting your business. But it's like sometimes we protect our work and we hold on to it too tightly, and then we choke off our money flow. And so I would make sure that you're not choking off your money flow. I also feel like sometimes that we are not, I think sometimes when we are protecting our work, we don't innovate. We just keep doing what has always worked. And I want to stress that there is nothing wrong with doing what works. But what I would say is King of Pentacles. We are in a time of innovation, Pluto and Aquarius. So I would say 80% of the time, King of Pentacles, do what works in work and business, career, love life, everything. But like 20% of the time, at least, I would be trying something new, different, running an experiment in whatever it is that you do, because, again, innovation is also, very important right now. So I would make sure that you don't get stuck, doing what has always worked and nothing else. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords. I almost feel that the Queen of Pentacles could be, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracting. I feel this could be the person that you're attracting. Definitely could be an earth sign, air sign, it could be any sign, general reading. But I almost feel that it's a Queen of Pentacles. Like, I think this person is presenting as a King of Swords, but they are a Queen of Pentacles. They could be very resourceful, hardworking. They could kind of be able to pull opportunities out of thin air. And, it could be that, and they could have a lot of knowledge and wisdom with the King of Swords. But, I think that you could be attracting a person where it's like hard to get a read on them, or, they could just be a little bit more reserved and you're not the only sign to get this with the King of Swords. So, people could just be attracting reserved people right now for whatever reason. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Hangman. It's like, everything you need to do to take action. The Hangman, he has gained all the knowledge and wisdom necessary to move forward on his journey, but he just needs to take action. He just needs to, get off the pole. His head is glowing. He's gained enlightenment. So whatever you've been learning or practicing or training for here, Aries, I would take action. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Five of Wands. Yeah, Five of Wands, is a card of conflict and competition. Again, I feel for some of you, you could be trying to protect yourself from conflict or competition, or, in work or business, there may be competition, and that might keep you doing what has always worked. And again, there's nothing wrong with doing what has always worked, but it might be preventing you from, trying new things, experimenting, which I would be doing that as well. You have this rescuer card that says someone in your life may help you get back on track. There you go. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Just don't give up. There you go. The whole entire reading basically says that. King of Swords is a mentor who can solve your problems very quickly as well. You have this right path card that says you're on the right path. Keep moving. You're not lost. Sometimes the right path is not always the easiest. Boom. There you go. So this reading is definitely major confirmation for your path. I feel like it's confirmation for the direction that you're moving in as well. So I would keep moving in whatever direction you're moving in now, because I think that it is clearly the direction of success. You have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Strength card. The King of Pentacles is a card of kind of stability and financial stability. So I feel for a lot of you that you are kind of creating more financial stability at this time. I also feel that you're working towards better results. You end with this card that says sweet results await. So I feel like you are working to create better results in your financial life. And I don't know, I thought I was going to say more about that, but I'm not, because that's all I'm getting here is that you're just creating better results based off of like what you're working on. You have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a card of going on an adventure or adventuring. And so I feel it would be a great time for you to go on adventures, but these could be adventures of the mind, adventures, of the spirit, could be any type of adventure. He's also like the true builder of the tarot, as I always say. So you could be working on building new things or new projects, and all that would be very beneficial for you, especially if you're like building a new project or something like that. I also feel for some of you that you are kind of hoping for more consistency in your like finances. Some people read Knight of Wands as in and out energy, but he can be very spontaneous and lack consistency. And so I feel for some of you, you're hoping that your finances can be like more predictable or something like that, especially for you entrepreneurs out there or whatever. It's like, I know that your money can be up and down and all, sideways. So I kind of feel this is saying that you're hoping for more predictable or stable finances. It could be a job that you're hoping for as well. You have the Strength card. I feel like you've been very patient. I also feel like people are seeing your strength. Remember what I said to you in your last reading as well, Aries, that I would be very careful of like who you surround yourself with at this time. People could be trying to like take your strength, or, kind of trying to steal from your strength. So the stronger you become, the more that likely it is that people will be kind of like, trying to be in your energy and stuff, which is fine. But just make sure you're giving your energy to the right people. I think you've learned enough lessons of like who you can trust and who you can give your energy to, and who you can help and all that other stuff. So, but it is popping into my head again. I would just, something I would just pay attention to. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Cups. Yes, fortune after difficulty. I love the Ten of Cups. To me, it's fortune after difficulty, happy home, happy family, like good things happening after a difficult period of time. So there definitely could be a solid connection with a person coming in with that King of Pentacles in love. So if you're hoping for love, this could be a very solid connection for sure. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer shores. So there are clearly improvements coming in for you. It's funny that I said like that unpredictable finances. When you think about it, they're in choppy waters and they're trying to get to calmer shores. So like I said, that was the feeling that I was getting on that Knight of Wands. It's like the Knight of Wands is more saying to me, to you, that you are trying to come up with something that's more predictable. Again, we can't always predict what will happen to our finances, but, what I will say is that, I think that there are things we can do where if we do those things we can gain a better understanding, or we can get at least kind of predictable, right? Like I come from the marketing world. It's like, so, and when I had my agency and everything, which I still do work in marketing work all the time, but, what I would say is, people who are very successful in that world, they know exactly their numbers. Like if I get this many people in my business, then it's going to equal this much money. So I need to spend this many advertising dollars. Like that's I know that's nerdy, but that's what's popping into my head with the Knight of Wands. It's like, can you look at the activities, the things you do during the day and say, these are the things that are getting me closer to my goal. And these are the things that would make my life more predictable. I feel kind of like that's what this is saying. It's like you don't have to be in business to understand this. Like even your health, it's like there might be certain things you do that are improving your health and other things that aren't. It's like, can you do more of the things that kind of move you forward, and do you understand what's working? Sometimes I feel like the Knight of Wands is just saying, do you understand what works, or are you just doing things without knowing, right? And I would figure that out. With the Strength card, you have the Two of Pentacles. Work hard, play hard. We need more play right now. I think everybody needs to play more. Again, I always tell people, it's like I don't get any of my good ideas when I'm working. I get good ideas when I'm playing, when I'm spending time with friends, or going for a walk, or doing one of my hobbies or something like that. It's like when you get out of your head and when you are in that flow state, which really I don't think we really get into a flow state with work necessarily. We can, but I think flow state really comes from hobbies, doing things we enjoy. That's when we truly get out of our head. And when you do that, that's where you get your good ideas, the things things that could help you set yourself free. So more of that. Next, you have this Bee Spirit. It says sweet results await. You have the Squirrel Spirit. It says believe in yourself. I definitely feel Aries needs to believe in themselves more at this time. Believe that you can accomplish, great things. Believe that you can accomplish more than you ever have in the past. And if you believe it, you will. Just that simple. You have the King of Wands, the Magician, and the Seven of Cups. King of Wands is you, just showing up in a very strong position. So like I said, I feel like you're just showing up as yourself here, and it's putting you in a position of power and strength, and that's pretty much it. You have the Magician. The Magician is about manifesting your own reality, or a new reality. So I feel it's time for you to do that. It's also a card of reinvention, and I would definitely say that Aries is one of the signs that is most definitely reinventing themselves at this time. So you could be ending up almost like a different person over the next few years. And, to the point where people might be like, oh, I don't even recognize you, and it's like, damn straight. Damn straight you don't recognize me. I'm a totally different person. That's what you should say to those people. The Magician is pointing to this card we're going to say right here, and it says the gate. It says a barrier keeps you from your goals. Again, this is coming up in the area of the good stuff, so this would tell me that you are removing some sort of barrier, or you could be identifying a barrier as well. Again, I'm getting something on that Knight of Wands about like looking at what you do and really understanding the numbers, even though there might not be numbers involved, right? I'm just giving you an example here, Aries. It might be about, like I said, the time you invest in something or whatever, but I really feel if you kind of become like a data nerd and really look into what you're doing and what's working, what's not working, and you really pay attention to that, that's like where your success is going to come from. You have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups represents being spoiled for choice. So again, I kind of like this because I feel like you are increasing your options at this time, or there are more options coming in for you. So, love it. There could be more options in your financial life or something like that. But let's see. With the King of Wands, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is stability, and again, coming up in the good stuff, this would be a good thing. I'm not the biggest fan of the Four of Pentacles, but I also don't necessarily think it's a bad card. But showing up in the good stuff, I would say you're kind of increasing your results. With the Magician, you have the Three of Pentacles. I'm telling you right now, like I feel people are going to be looking up to you over the next few years. And, it makes perfect sense. You could be getting a lot of attention, or there could be more attention coming in for you. You could be getting better results on the things that you work on. And, all that stuff is popping into my head with the Three of Pentacles. So love it. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration. So there could be some sort of big celebration coming in for you with the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is like celebrating with people. It's funny that you start and end with the King of Wands and the Three of Cups. So that's pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen that happen in a long time, but there could be a celebration, or you could feel like you are having some sort of reunion. The other thing that's popping into my head here, Aries, is that it might not be a reunion. This might be alignment. Like I have the word alignment popping into my head. When you feel like you're in alignment and you feel like things are flowing, we talked about flow in this reading as well, then I think that you feel better. And it's almost like that's what's happening here. You have this owl. It says good advice from a wise person. Yeah, if you need help or advice or guidance, King of Swords really says find an expert, like find someone who knows more than you. It doesn't have to cost money as well. I always say that, it could be you learn something. There are plenty of experts on YouTube that talk about everything, so make sure it's an expert, not just some dude like me on the internet, right? But, that's what I'd say there. You have this Teardrops card that says great personal sorrow. I think it's time for you to stop being sad. I feel like there's no reason for you to be sad. Things are going in the right direction. Things are about to really improve for you as well. You have this unicorn. It says, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So I feel there are a lot of beneficial changes coming in for you, and definitely a time for you to be using your intuition as well. You have this teapot card. It says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So there could be like a friend or a new friend coming in for you. 3 cups, could be a new friend or meeting someone new. You have this chair-filled card. It says someone new is entering into your life. Definitely, if you want love, there definitely is love here. I mean, 10 of Cups, all that other stuff we talked about. It could be an earth sign, air sign. Earth and air stand out to me. Could be any sign, general reading, but definitely could be a new connection coming in for you. You also have this fly card. It says a period of ill health and depression. I would get out of your head for sure. I would make sure if you're feeling this way, number 1, see a professional, but number 2, 2 of Pentacles, work hard, play hard. Make sure, if you're feeling sad or like things aren't working out for you, sometimes you just have to get out of your head, right? Sometimes you have to go enjoy yourself or make sure that you're doing fun things. Make sure you're just not becoming a workhorse, right? Make sure you're doing the things that you enjoy and bring you happiness. And that's what I would do here, Aries. But this looks really good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.